All right, markets open. MDCO 25%. My goodness, what the heck? Ooh, Noveris takeover speculation. Nice. That's what yesterday's pocket pivot was about. Look at that. INMD popping up 5%. Okta, DDOG, Fortinet, Visa. What's down today? Workday appears to be down today. Whoops. Carvana down slightly. Carvana's poking at highs. All right, come on, catch up. So that's not bad right there. Coop, Ping, Visa up 0.43. That may start to try to take it out of the range. It's getting some higher lows here, it looks like. 10-day curling up. We're squeezing into that alert that I have there. Hey, what's up, Rob? Work down fairly handily today. Moving averages. What? Oh, I didn't do ad study. I don't do this very often. There we go. Our source of daily, so let's add a study. That does not look right. Sorry guys, just works on a pullback here, and I'm looking to see if it's going to hit a 20-day moving average or not. All right, so Applied Materials, or I'm sorry, Slack, not Applied Materials. What the hell am I talking about? Already bouncing up a little bit right there. INMD's just been on a tear. Yesterday hit that $60 level. That's double from the 30 where we were talking about it. This thing doubled in about a month. Crazy. Good stuff right there. Next time we just can't be so impatient with this one. You would have had a nice cushion here on earnings. You would have had about 16% cushion. And that would probably be good enough to hold through earnings for another, 80% gain on INMD. OKTA doing really good yesterday after breaking through the trend line last week. Held pretty tight here over the past few days. And yesterday really expanding in spectacular fashion. Today, actually looks like eclipsing. Yeah, today we're already a little higher than yesterday. Generon Court doing good. Fortinet just been on fire. Just basically continuous uptrend right there. Again, yesterday, nice expansion on Fortinet. So most everything doing good. D-Dog still hanging out. Aurora, really? It's only 5% today. That's not too bad. It's been down like 15% the past 2, 3, 4 days in a row. So, yeah, but that MJ sector just keeps getting hammered and hammered and hammered. I really haven't seen a sector get destroyed like this. I really can't remember. Actually, you know what? I think I can. After the bubble in well, actually a lot of things now that I'm thinking more about it. Rig, the rig trade back in like here. This thing was on a tear for many years and then just kaplooey came in from 180 down to 40 and just really never could recover. Now it's down here at 4. So, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's something, maybe it's going to do something like that. I don't know, but it's just in free fall. The whole sector did this because this was based on, I think this was based on oil prices. I could be wrong. No, these were dry bulk carriers, and the dry bulk index was what was driving this. Anyway, it was just crazy. Like once this broke, once this thing broke, you couldn't touch it. Same with pot stocks right now. There's no way you can even touch them. But Fortinet here doing really good, breaking out of this much longer consolidation on the weekly chart. Just a beautiful break, beautiful break, beautiful consolidation too. Super good right there. And MDCO, I got a Visa price alert on my phone. That's what that sound was. All right. Let's go check out my Visa trade. Do I have it? I don't because I'm stupid. Should already be lined up. I guess the question is exactly where does it go? And I've got it going here to 228. Looks like by about the middle of next year, so let's just do 220. And then June of next year. Yeah, there you go. All right, so 200 will be the next century mark. $195 is not bad. 300%. It's pretty good. All right, let's make a trade. All right, Visa trade is on. So I'm a little early in the Visa trade. I'm watching this for about a week or so now. All right, we'll see how that goes. Let me place another alert. Let's go under these lows here. At or below that 172, 177, whatever it is. All right, what's up here? We got a lot of my little highlighted stocks up here. INMD, Okta up another 3%. All right, Okta. I love these trend line breaks, man. They're just clean. Carvana. Oh, you broke out into new highs, Carvana. Congratulations. Let's see if you can keep it going. Good volume, too, it looks like. Oh, no, that was yesterday's close. Never mind. Today's volume, not so fantastic. But Carvana breaking out here is pretty good. Looks like we're selling off a little bit. Cup and Handle and Visa, no, I believe it's a flat base. It's not very deep. So the definition of base is essentially or by the percentage of their depth. This is down 9%. And if you take it from this high, technically it would be down 10%. Anything under 15% is a flat base regardless of its shape. Cup and Handle and a double bottom both can go as deep as 33%. 35% is still marginally accurate, and ascending bases just kind of rise. And then what's the other one? Anyway, those are the more standard bases. So this is a standard flat base, and it really hasn't quite broken out yet. This is kind of an early breakout point. The traditional buy point would be up here, but the way the market's, usually the way the market's been behaving lately, I actually want it lower. I actually want it down here, because then I'll have a bit of a cushion, and we'll see if it drops up here, you at least have time to react and stuff like that. So not a cup and handle from a technical sense. It's just flat, straight up flat, which is fine. I'm not mad at that. And Fortnite poking up just a little bit. Tesla flat today. D-Dog down. And work coming in a little bit more. So we got a 10-day and a 20-day here on work. Where's my volume? How come volume isn't here? Moving averages, volatility studies, but no volume studies. I have to go hunting. Whoops. It's not what I wanted. Inadvertent click. Yeah, it started yesterday. I haven't really looked at it much this morning. Our buddy Kava's having a good day. I gotta say, man, crypto's been a little weird lately, but we've caught some tremendous movers in the power hour. I mean, really. This is our most recent one that we've been loving, and we've been charting this one now for a while. 12,747 was our early buy point. I know the market's being a little weird, but regardless, it's some of these alts were doing pretty good. Link was a disappointing one. We had high hopes for Link. Those kind of got dashed. Looks like XTZ even succumbing to some selling pressure. Yeah, crypto. I think crypto's going to go into a bit of a deeper bull market, or deeper bear market. Some individual alts, though, probably are not. Wabi's been performing pretty well. Actually, it looks like broke out overnight. We've been all over Lend. Lend has just been phenomenal. Looks like it pulled back here a little bit. Still manageable. But these are all our buy points we've had for Lend at these green lines. We even had some down here, but I erased some of those. Just a beautiful large base, and really from our early buy point of 144 up 75%. I mean, I don't care if Bitcoin's dropping 12%. I'll take a 75% trade, So not all's lost by any stretch of the imagination. You just gotta know where to look. All right, so there's work, and what makes you a little bit happy about this is the pocket pivot setting up here on the way up. So those are some pretty nice actions right there. Nasdaq still here poking at highs, went a little bit higher overnight. Let's look at the Qs. And Qs gapped up. It feels a little bit like they're gapping it up to sell it off, but the problem is it always comes back and closes towards the high. So it's really too hard to be too down on this market. We're not seeing too much fall apart, and that's a good thing. And work pulling back here, like I said, that could be a potential buying opportunity if this is going to do a turnaround. Because if you notice, it's above our trend lines and holding above our 10 and our 20-day moving averages. So Okta overtaken INMD up 3.19%. Fortinet doing good. Carvana, Visa, Tesla. Let's go take a look at the global watch list for a little bit. CRISPR up 22%. That's been on a tear since a little trend line break. Look at that. I didn't really pay, should have paid more attention. Look at that one. I should have paid more attention to that. Look at all that volume. My goodness. Wow, where was I for these? I think I saw one of these, but I didn't throw it on the actionable list, so I missed these other two massive pocket pivots after earnings. Those are massive. Look at those candles. And then look at this beautiful consolidation. Then off to the races you go again. Damn it. All right, hold on a minute here. All right, I gotta somehow pay more attention to these stocks like this. I mean, look, this is just classic textbook crap, and look what it does, up 20% today. I'm kind of annoyed at that. I mean, I would not have. I don't know how the hell I missed that. I need a pocket pivot screener I do at the end of the day or something like that. I've tried to make one before, but here's LVGO. This one with there's a nice pocket pivot. Bit of a reversal on it though. Does kind of have a similar feel to it in terms of that. It looks like it's breaking this morning. That particular trend line. So LVGO maybe with a potential turnaround. You get some recent IPOs moving, and you could be in some good territory. So this is a little bit. You see down here, there's not really a pocket pivot, just some elevated volume getting up there, but able to cross over the two lower moving averages. Where's my 50-day? I thought. Simple moving average. Would be the 50. And the 200. All right, so there's the 50. The 200 hasn't generated yet because there hasn't been 200 days. That's how these things work. It's kind of weird. I think the weird part is that I get no volume until 50 days in. Like, thanks, because none of this matters, right? Yeah, none of it. So LVGO doing pretty good right there. Trying to go over a little shelf of price action. AVGO, that's actually breaking out of a cup this morning. It looks like that looks to be a cup pattern. Depth is 22%. Definitely is a cup pattern. No, I guess that is a handle. So all you need for a handle is one red week, and so there you go. And so your buy point was 320. We're at 324, so that's still buyable. Good volume this morning. Does look actionable. Hey, what's up, Eli? So AVGO, actionable right here. Not a tremendous amount of bullish signs in the base here, but maybe we can get away from that one large spiky candle. Okay, so that's not too bad. You get above average. A few pocket pivots over here on the way up. And then lower volume in the handle. Very classic right there. That's good stuff. That's good stuff out of AVGO. So that's actionable. I can go on the actionable list. Piton. Let's check out Piton. Oh, is that Peloton, the company where you pedal stuff? Are they? Oh, they were actionable yesterday. Maybe today, only up about 9%. We saw what the hell happened to INMD, for crying out loud. Yeah, Piton looks pretty good. Wish I had some. Price target to 367. I like it. Let's do it, Rob. AVGO. Sorry. That's kind of funny. 367. Trying to time the exit. Yeah, right. Well, let's look at. I mean, it's not. This one's not bad. That is an IPO breakout right there. So there's your consolidation. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know in terms of earnings. We can go check out earnings. Yes, Eli. Same target for Piton. 367. That's our target for everything now. Unfortunately, that includes Amazon. So it's a socialist world, Eli. Everything's 367. Piton composite rating 54, relative strength rating 92. So let's see here. EPS change is 5% last quarter. It's not very good. Pre-tax margin negative 21%. Really, sales change is 100%. That'll get you over some. Some stuff there. Peloton cycles ahead. Here's another IPO to watch. All right, I take it back. Yeah, so they're really going to have to start performing in terms of sales and stuff and get those margins manageable. Because to have a negative margin, that seems, I don't know. Why should you ever have a negative margin and be allowed to run a business? I get maybe a quarter or two if you've got, but generally, it sounds like a bad idea. Hexo's up 8%. Let's go back down to the actionable list. Maybe this is how I missed our other friend there, pissing me off. Coop, Tesla, D-Dog, negative. Work looks like it's just taken on the chin this morning. They're trying to play their technology and not a gym. Yeah, right. You sell cycles. That technology's been around for at least 7 years. You're not tech. So NASDAQ pulling in a little bit here. Looks like we're pretty flat, but a few things are moving, so not too bad. All right. Hey, there you go, Rob. Hey man, all I gotta say is sticks of gum aren't what they're a lot more expensive than they used to be. So maybe one, not sure much more than that. Oh, we got here. We got MDCO up a bunch. We got OKTA still doing good. Beautiful pocket pivot yesterday. Just gorgeous. INMD selling off today after doubling in a month. So that's pretty good. Macy's and Kohl's, that's maybe getting some. Well, those really aren't on the Nasdaq. I'm not sure if they're affecting the Nasdaq too much. How's Carvana doing? So we're just under highs in Cardano. We poked higher earlier. We'll see if we can continue that, although we haven't had a tremendous amount of volume this morning, that's for sure. Visa still looks healthy, although volume also lacking a little bit on Visa. I guess it's not bad for the morning session. Doing pretty good there. I did buy some Visa here, Eli. I'm not sure if you were here while I bought that earlier. I was looking to break this little shelf of price action. Still a little bit of resistance here at the 182, which you see it's not able to get over so far, but we'll see if it'll do that. And Tesla's still holding pretty tight up here in the bigger picture. Look at the daily chart. With so much short float out there, I wonder if they're starting to pick at any selling, because look at how tight these candles are. Yeah, there you go. Pump some Visa. I'm not mad at that. INMD coming down. Oh, what's happened to INMD? There we go. So INMD, yeah, selling off from that 60 level, which was a double from its first technical buy point, right there at the $30 level. So profit taken yesterday. I was looking at it up here. I'm like, oh, probably should sell that. Just a huge volume candle, just a beautiful extension. Pretty classic sell signal. Can rebuy it, but you're already up almost double, so that's pretty good. Come on, Carvana. So market's not doing too bad up here, except for D-Dog. D-Dog pulling in a little bit more. Looks like rounding over here. That's not so hot. It's got to hold the low of the gap day there. It doesn't have to. I mean, obviously, it's better if it does. Coming back into the IPO, that's your IPO breakout point, that 4168. So right now it's actually pulling in. Excuse me. All right, Oak doing good right there. How's work doing? Like to see a reversal here and work. Going back up through those moving averages, right there could be a nice entry point. And down 8%. This is slack. Let's look at them on IBD, see what their fundamentals are like. Composite rating of 14, so maybe I don't want it to work. Negative, EPS is negative. Look at this. Holy crap, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy work. Look at that. EPS change last quarter, negative 1,000%. Last quarter earnings surprise, negative 300%. Sales is pretty good. 58 is pretty good. Pre-tax margin still negative 34%. That's because they're too damn expensive. I actually literally, maybe you can explain, Eli. I literally don't understand why a company would pay $5. Actually, it's more than $5 per person per month for Slack. Makes no sense to me. I don't think their integrations can do that much, can they? 20% change in funds owning stock, 1 quarter of increasing fund ownership, relative strength of 7. So, pretty bad. With a $12 billion market cap, that's crazy. Well, yeah, well, email's free. So, and you have Hangouts. Like, we've got a Slack chat room in here. I mean, legitimately, what would make me... Because if I were to pay for everyone in here to get more than 10,000 lines, for me to have 689 people in here times $5 a month is $3,400 a month. Now, I get if you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you know, you don't mind for $3,445 a month, but I mean, really, why would I pay for this? It makes no sense to me. I know you have some integrations, and you can do some stuff with like Jira, and I think you can even do a couple of Git stuff in here or something like that. But you can share files, woohoo! I mean, but come on. Anyway, yeah, I just don't get it. If it was like $100 a month per organization, maybe $200 or $300 a month for up to 100 people or something, maybe. But I don't know. All right, so here we are finding a little bit of support down there at the 10-day moving average. Just a little bit so far, nothing outrageous. All right, let's see. Let's check out work just going back up here to the 23 level, which is basically where that close is. If you do it in 10 days, if it gets up here in 10 days, you can do 90%. I'll gamble a little bit on that one. Let's try it out. Actually, let's see why they're dropping. If we know why they're dropping. 11:18. Some of the 30-minute. Let's go to a 5-minute. Fairly expansive volume. Yeah, maybe not quite yet. Let me look for some kind of some other kind of a reversal here. NASDAQ looks like it's about going flat. Visa 1%, Carvana 0.62%, Fortinet 0.34%. So we're definitely losing some momentum here. And Okta's pulled in a little bit as well. There's quite a bit of volume on Okta this morning. Hmm. Hmm. Distribution days? Good question. Well, that is a good question. I'm actually not sure. I haven't really seen too many that have been down that much. 4 distribution days on the S&P, 2 on the NASDAQ is what the count is on IBD. So our distribution day count is manageable. So we're not too bad. I'm a little bit annoyed about CRISPR, to be honest with you, so I'm going to MTCO. This one also with a bunch of pocket pivots. And it was pulling back here, and I kind of, I don't know, I think I need to get a little more comfortable with these pullback buys, to be honest with you. There was one of those undercut, something called an undercut and rally. There's a, follow IBD, there's a book. I think it's Trade Like an O'Neill Disciple. And they talk about pocket pivots. That's where I got pocket pivots from, and talks about a little bit about undercut and rallies, and that's what that looks like. Also through the moving averages. Obviously, you don't know you're going to gap up 20% here, but you know it's better than nothing. But lots of good pocket pivots over here. So they've been taking positions, over here. This is more drug news. They had a good clinical trial, which is what made them pop initially. Good clinical trial over here, and then a little base formed right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So not quite a full base. A flat base takes 5 weeks. This one only took 4. So, but yeah, CRISPR right there. Hexo. Mention LVGO looking good over its little mini consolidation right there. So that's loosely buyable. Good volumes this morning too. And actually able to elevate, which is great. So LVGO, let's put that on the actionable list. BTC, Justin, I don't know. It's going to go pretty far, I think. The way that it's been falling. I think we're going to undercut the 73. We're at least going to come and test it, I think. It's definitely a possibility. It's just been super weak. Ever since we broke this trend line here, it's been nothing but weakness. Every pop opportunity has been sold off, so there's definitely lots of selling pressure. Well, here's the thing, Rob. If it goes under 33, it's going to go a lot lower than that. It probably will hit that 1,000 mark. Maybe it may actually do that because Bitcoin has never had a true capitulation since the 20,000 top, and Bitcoin's had a capitulation at every low. We haven't had it yet. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's almost in the cards at this point. At least that it goes back and test these lows, but it could take a while. It could take a long time. And if you go back to that, if you go back and, you know, Bitcoin basically is a rhyming machine. If you look at your rhymes, you've got this big, long, garbage trend line right there. And we basically could be in the middle of one of those. So that takes you out to next year. Not saying for sure it's going to do that, but the way it's riding this trend line, it could. So, definitely could. Well, the drop wasn't soft, but it didn't end in a capitulation candle, so not enough people were scared out of it, I think, to really make the low that solid. I mean, we'll see. You know, things could change around. This is kind of loosely based on that rhyme over there, you know. And this is actually the whole thing. This isn't just this trend line, which is almost the same trend line. Yeah, so I mean you could, but we're already underneath that. So I don't know. It's not looking good though. The altcoin market really is where it's at right now. So let me get back to stocks here. It's 8:10. I gotta run, guys. I gotta get a little bit of food in me before I do the crypto show. So I'm gonna bounce, but ServiceNow. Ooh, ServiceNow breaking that long-term trend line too. Look at that, gapping up this morning. Pocket pivot yesterday. Starting to notice a theme. Holy bejesus! I think gapped up pretty good. Is it earnings? Oh, ServiceNow to replace Celgene in the S&P 500. Wow, nice. So pocket pivot yesterday for ServiceNow, and then a nice gap up this morning. So there's opportunities out there, everybody. There's opportunities. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.